Hey guys, welcome to the Three Too Many podcast. My name is Brooke, and I'm here with my only bestie this week because Erin was too cool for school this week. But we're having a girls' night, and I'm here with Kari Cooper. And we're so excited to do this little mini-sode. We've been wanting to do this for a little while now. But Kari, was your week? How's it been? How's it going?
I know. I feel like we have a lot to catch up on. I'm glad we're having a girls' night. I mean, I miss Aaron too, but he's busy chasing that neon rainbow, which we support
Seriously.
this week. But well, I mean, a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. I went to Lagerfest at 22 Northman Brewing last Saturday, and that was super fun. It was like a beer festival, but it was all lagers. I mean, some breweries brought like IPAs and other styles too, but it was supposed to be just primarily lagers. So a lot of Pilsners, a lot of Dunkels. There was an Oktoberfest, just all my favorite types of beer. So that was a lot of fun. And I got to see.
I know, sorry to interrupt, but I know we're going to do like a beer episode upcoming. But what's the difference between an IPA and a lager? I don't even know.
Great question. So there's two types of beers that are brewed, and they're either lagers or ales. And so an IPA, India Pale Ale, is one type of beer. And then lager is just like IPA is a style of ale.
Okay.
And then like a Pilsner or an Oktoberfest, there's a ton of different types of lagers, but basically a lager means that it's fermented cooler for longer. So it just has to do with the brewing process, and that's what separates them.
Okay. And what's like the big taste difference?
So with lagers, they're going to be a little more crisp, whereas like with an ale, you might get a little more sweetness, or it's not going to taste quite as dry. Like some lagers have like kind of a dry taste to them. So
okay. Cool.
Yeah, we can dive into that in a special craft beer.
I'm sorry. I just was really interested.
No, it's a great question. I actually answered that question with a customer at the brewery today because I worked this morning. But so Kara came to Lagerfest. My mom came to Lagerfest. That was fun. And then I went back to Bemidji, and there was music at the folk festival, or at the folk school. Sorry, I know the Rail River Folk School in Bemidji is like the best venue in town to see live music. It's just like this cute old school that it's still used as a school. There's a little preschool or whatever, early education school that runs out of there now. But they have this big indoor space where Bridget's will go and serve beer and bands will play, and they have a nice outdoor space, and it's walkable from the downtown area where we always hang out. So that was fun. And it was our friend Katie's band, the Occasionals. They play around Bemidji all the time. So that was fun. And then last Sunday, me and Polly drove to Ely for a wedding.
Oh, yes.
And so we did that, hung out in Ely, went to her coworker's wedding, and it was like a really nice day out, really small, low-key wedding. They did a really nice job just like keeping it chill, just a few close friends and family. So that was kind of fun to see. And then stayed at the Grand Ely Lodge. That was nice. And then on Monday, we both took Monday off. We drove back to Bemidji, and we paddleboarded all afternoon.
Oh, and you wore your cheetah sister.
I did. I was loving it. And I bought a new hat when we were in Ely, a nice little sun hat. So I was excited to wear that.
The hat obsession you have created. Like Kari's always been like a beanie girl, snapback, but now you're really into like sun hats and like little cute hats when you go out. So
I am expanding my hat repertoire, which is funny because for years I thought like I didn't look good in hats, so I never wore them.
But now
I was like, I can't wear hats. But then like I just started buying like that Legacy brand. Like I'm sure people have seen them. A lot of like merch places use that brand, and that has like the vintage like distressed look to them. Like I started wearing that style, and then I just started like everywhere I went, if like they had that brand, like I would get that hat. So I have like 50 ball caps that are like the same brand, but from different places.
Not a lie, 50 of them, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah. And I used to say, like, I have 2 seasons. It's either beanie season or it's snapback season.
And now you have a third category.
Yes, sun hat. And then I have I guess it's not really, it's kind of between like a cowboy hat and I don't know what you would call that, my brown hat.
It's just like a stylish, I don't know.
It's just in right now.
Yeah. It'll be out of season in a few years.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like the fedora phase.
For sure. It is like.
But it's cute for now.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. So yeah, that's what we did last week. And then this weekend, I really just worked. Like I worked at the brewery yesterday for like 8.5 hours, like 2 to close. And it was super busy. Yeah, and it was the first time at the brewery that it's really felt like quote, quote, back to normal. Like that. The day we had yesterday in the tap room is like how it normally is on a weekend in the summertime. So that was fun. Like it was busy and we were running around and a lot of people were lingering on the patio at close, which obviously we don't love, but it's fine. We were out of there by 10:30. So it was fine.
I know during COVID, you guys had switched kind of how you ran the business with like you going to tables and individually serving tables, which isn't how you normally did it. Like people would have to order at the bar for things. So are people used to you taking their order at the table now? Are they confused a little bit?
I don't think so. No, I think people were more confused last summer when we opened and we were just doing table service. Like it was kind of crazy, like trying to explain to people like, nope, like go
stay here
at the table, like someone will come, like don't come to the bar, like. But yeah, it's just so much nicer now. And now that the mask mandate is over, we don't have to try to police that because that was annoying too. And we're still doing like, we sanitize the whole tap room every hour. We still have like plexiglass between us and people ordering at the bar at the till, just still as a precaution. I mean, I think our owners are just smart and just know that as great as it is that a lot of people are getting vaccinated, that doesn't mean like the threat of the pandemic is totally over. So we're trying to like just ease back into normalcy instead of just like all at once. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Throwing out the COVID guidelines. So, and I think that's nice. And I think people appreciate it.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, my past few weeks, I just feel like I haven't sat down and
I was gonna say
about anything because I think, well, we went to Boulder, like a few weeks ago, and then my boyfriend's family has a cabin up north, which is about like 30 minutes away from Bemidji, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. So we've been going there, and then my mom and my sister and I went to Vegas from Sunday to Wednesday, and Vegas is pretty much like back to normal. Nice. The pool was packed, so many people. You don't really I don't think you had to wear a mask really anywhere, except we did for like Lyfts and Ubers when we took them.
Oh, sure. And,
like the app says to wear them or whatever, but
yeah,
I think there were a few times where we were just too drunk and forgot about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was back to normal again, and the pool was really fun. Weather was beautiful. Unfortunately, if you can hear from my voice, I got sick. So got a cold. So just everyone keep washing your hands. Honestly. And use that sanitizer, and that's all you can do, because we had a conversation, Kari and I did the other night. It's like, love the masks, but not really. Mm-hmm. But like, they really did keep us safe, quote unquote, like not getting
from
sick
like everything. A full year. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I got sick. I texted Brooke. I feel like I had the same thing last week. I was down for the count. Like, I started feeling it probably like Monday, Tuesday. And then like Thursday and Friday, I was down. Like, I could barely get out of bed. I was just miserable. Like, all I wanted to do was sleep. I just had like, it started with a sore throat, but then it was just like cold symptoms and I was plugged up and then my nose was running and it was just a nightmare. And then luckily I slept like 14 hours that Friday. So then by the time like Saturday rolled around to get up and go to Lagerfest, I did feel like a lot better and had just like super hydrated, drank Pedialyte, and like most of my symptoms had dissipated by then. So
yeah,
it's gross.
so congested, and yeah, it's gross to have a summer cold, especially when it's like 90 degrees out. So
I know. And I still even feel like I still have like junk in my chest. Like I still like cough a little bit here and there, and it's just been lingering for a long time. And Polly had the same thing the week before. So it's out there. It's going around.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, and then I forgot to mention too, before I went to Vegas, we went to Vegas on Sunday. Before that day, I had a wedding to go to, my old coworkers. So I saw so many people and did so many things. And then I just got back from my boyfriend's cabin again. So it's nice. I like told him, I'm like, I love being here and I loved being in Vegas and I like traveling or whatever. But like when you have so many things close together, I was like, honestly, I could just like be happy to lay in my bed and just like pass out with my dog. I'm just so happy to be home. I'm not going to do anything this week.
Honestly, just running.
I know. I felt like you're always running.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's hectic and exhausting.
And you're not even home anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I'm at my parents' now. I have to go get a new car tomorrow because my lease expires soon. So trading in the Fit, I'm going to get probably either the HRV or CRV. I lease through Honda, so I'm just gonna upgrade. I need that all-wheel drive, you know?
Yeah. The CRV, I test drove that one, I think, when I was, in between. I also leased my car, so I was in between leasing a new car or buying my car. I ended up buying my car. But that one was really nice. It drove really nicely. So it's pretty much like you've been in my car. It's like that, except like an SUV.
Yeah. Right. So
yeah. I also have to get a car thing done tomorrow. I have to go get my AC fixed.
Oh, girl.
Wonderful.
Perfect timing.
I know.
It's been 90 and 100 degrees in Minnesota. It's so crazy. It's a like total heat wave. I guess today in Bemidji it was like 75, so it felt a little nicer. It was pretty 50, but yeah, it's been hot AF.
Yeah, it was hotter here in Minnesota than when I was in Vegas.
Dang.
Which is so dumb, but
which is so dumb. Oh,
but anyway, happened.
And do you guys like mix family cabin? Like, do they do that every weekend all summer? You're just at the cabin.
Mick for sure is. That's like
okay.
But his sister will be there quite a bit now. She was a night nurse, where she worked overnight all the time. But now she switched to a place where she works Monday through Friday and doesn't have to work on the weekends. Awesome. So she's been going up there quite a bit. And then like his dad goes up there sometimes too. But yeah, I'm going to try to make it up there as much as I can. And if I can't, like, it is what it is. I mean, we got Aaron's concert coming up.
Oh my gosh, I can't
next
wait.
month.
Firefest.
I know. And we got Wrong Days coming up.
Oh my God, Wrong Days. That's right. That's going to be so fun.
That's in like a month.
A lady came into the brewery yesterday and I was wearing my Zorba's shirt, my red tie-dye one. And she was like, oh, like, which Zorba's is that from? And I was like, Big Sandy. And she's like, oh my gosh, like in McGregor? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, like what brings you there? And I was like, well, my grandparents used to live in Wright. And she was like, what? That's where I'm from. Who are your grandparents? And I told her, and like, yeah, so we just went on this thing and she like knew my grandparents and knew Jordan's family, their neighbors, who I grew up with. And I was like, what a friggin' small town. And then when she was leaving, she's like, well, I'll probably see you at Wrong Days.
Did she go there too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's probably like my mom's age, maybe a little younger. It's hard to tell, but yeah, like her family still lives there. She's like, yeah, I go to Wrong Days. I was like, me too. So random.
Yes, that will be fun. We have so many fun upcoming things this summer, and I'm like, I'm already getting kind of sad because like June's almost over, so it's gonna go by so fast.
It is gonna go by so fast. Like I'm already on Saturday, this coming Saturday, me and Nicole leave to go to Bozeman.
Oh yeah.
Like, holy cow, that came fast. But that's gonna be so fun. We FaceTimed with our friends who we're staying with for the weekend when we go out there. And they are just like, they just moved there. They were in Helena, Montana, and then they just moved to Bozeman like last weekend. So we're like their first guests breaking in the new house or apartment, wherever they're at. And yeah, we're just gonna do some hiking and obviously brewery hopping. And there's this place called Bozeman Hot Springs. I think it's kind of like a spa pool type thing, but they have these outdoor hot spring pools. And then on Sundays they have live music.
Oh,
So we're
you're
gonna
have
do
so much
that.
fun.
I know. Ugh, just love traveling, love getting on a plane.
Oh yeah. I could skip the plane part for sure.
I know you hate that. You get so stressed out.
Well, when we're able to teleport, it'll be a different thing.
Yeah. I can't wait for that.
Like, I just don't know when it's gonna come. Hopefully it's soon.
Just want to teleport.
Yeah. But yeah, the next place I'll be going is Nashville again. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's in August with my boyfriend's family. So Wetzel family vacation.
Cute.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And have they been to Nashville?
Yeah, they took a family trip, I think, a few years ago together.
Okay.
So hopefully it's just as fun as their last trip, because their last trip sounded like they had a lot of fun.
Hoot and a half.
Yeah.
Cool.
But hopefully we'll get to meet up with Aaron and his friend.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
I know you are. We don't have to expose all his personal things though.
No.
When he's not here.
No.
Even
but
though
that's
we could if we wanted to. I know. It's like I feel like Aaron's gonna like nervously listen to this and be like, are they talking shit? Yeah. They better not be talking shit about me on the podcast.
Oh, we would never talk shit about you, I only talk shit about you to your face.
It's true. That is a really good rule to have. Like, I feel like generally speaking, there's nothing I say about friends that I wouldn't tell them to their face.
Yeah. That's just a golden rule.
And that's just like our group of friends. Like, there's no one in our circles who is passive or like beats around the bush. It's like, if we have something to say, we just say it.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
You should feel like you can do that with friends.
And I just love too how we all like just tell each other everything. I mean, we don't have to tell each other what we're doing all the fucking time.
No.
But we kind of do. There's Snapchat. But yeah, I think it's great how we all communicate and keep each other updated with things, and
totally
we're never like not in touch. So
yeah, and we got nothing to hide. Also that. I was even just thinking, like, before we started recording and we were like asking each other about friends, like, did you hear this about my friend? Did you hear this about that other friend? And it's like those friends like know that we're all checking in with each other.
Yeah.
Like they would expect that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, so you heard through the grapevine this.
Yeah, nothing's a secret. Like if you heard it, I probably heard it too.
For sure. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I saw the Bemidji movie theater is open. Are you gonna go to a movie?
I want to. I guess I haven't checked to see what's playing, but I saw Andrew, my favorite, tweeted that he went to the movies the other night, and I was so jealous. I was like, oh, me and Polly need to do that soon on a Tuesday. Go get some popcorn, $5 movie night.
Going up on a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Sneaking some beers.
To our elevator.
TBT.
So Kari and I, when she first moved to Minneapolis, she lived in the North Loop, and then I like subleased for a few months, and the elevator that was in our building, every time you pressed up, it was like going up, and then I would say on a Tuesday. And Kari would be like, oh my God, Brooke, you don't have to say that every time.
But you did have to say it every time. if you weren't saying it out loud, it's like you knew you were saying it in your head.
You just know what I'm saying in my head. I always have constant songs in my head.
Constantly. It's, speaking of that elevator, this is just random, but one memory I have of Aaron is when when Kelly and Brian got engaged, this family that me, Amy, and Kelly all nannied for hosted an engagement party for them. And Aaron came with me as my date to like the engagement party because it was all couples who are going to be in the wedding party. And so he like met me at my apartment in the North Loop. So he like saw our apartment and how nice it was. And then we went home and stayed with Kelly and Brian at their apartment, and they lived on Medicine Lake in just kind of like an older apartment building that's been there for a while, but it was fine. It was just a normal apartment. But we like got really drunk at the engagement party. And so when we were in the elevator going up to Kelly and Brian's apartment, Aaron was like, Carrie's apartment is way nicer than this. Kelly and Brian were like, yeah, like she lives in the North Loop. We get it.
I can't believe
Aaron.
he said that out loud. Sometimes Aaron doesn't think when he says things.
Oh my God. It's great though. Yeah. He was just like, Carrie's apartment is way nicer than this.
Well, and like when I say that, it's never like anything that's like so mean or something.
No.
But it's just like, Aaron, why'd you say that?
Aaron just speaks his mind. It's great.
Yeah, just like our new TikTok that we have up. Give us on our Instagram.
Yeah, check it out. We do have a good reel/TikTok for this week. That was so funny.
It was. We had a great time with Zane.
We did.
Sure, we'll have him on again.
Oh my God, and our special guest that we haven't disclosed yet coming up on the 29th.
Yes,
y'all.
Have some very exciting guests coming.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal. Like, especially for me. And I've told a few people, but we haven't like announced it or talked to anyone like podcast wise about it. So I'm just excited to record it and for it to come out, because people are just gonna die. Like, people who know us and like me especially are gonna be like, this is the fucking best. I can't believe
Carrie like almost flipped out when
I'm still
we
flipping
had confirmation.
I'm still flipping out. So stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be the best. And then next week, I think we'll have another little mini-sode coming out for you guys. It's gonna be a bunch of just fun stuff we're talking about. So
yeah,
I love it.
Fun. All right. Well, Brooke, it was a nice little girls' night. I'm glad we had a chance to catch up. It was fun doing a mini-sode, and I think we'll probably do more of these. It's kind of nice for us girls to just chat with each other. It's fun. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the 3 Too Many podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to get brand new episodes each week. And if you're enjoying the show, find us at 3 Too Many Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You can find additional information on how to connect with us in the show notes. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.